Sports as we see the two teams who fought back in Super Bowl 37. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one. Next on Madden Football.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Raymond James. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by the mustached quarterback from Washington State, Gardner Minshew.
Gardner's the kind of guy that you just say his name. You just look at him there with the mustache in the huddle. He just puts a smile on your face. And oh, by the way, he tends to elevate the people around him. Last year in Indianapolis, filling in for Anthony Richardson, yeah, it was only 15 touchdowns on paper. But man, he made that team believe, that city believe. And he's hoping to do the same here in Vegas.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. A handoff for Madison running left. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. First down, ball at the 36. Minshew working from the gun. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. Sticking in the air with Minshew. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Now first run of the game is Amir White. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Play action, it's Minshew. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, Minshew. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. From the red zone now. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Not sure he knew he went out of bounds before he made a play on that ball, Brock, but he was the first to touch it coming back in, and that's going to get the penalty. Could that penalty come back to haunt him? It's another second and goal. From the shotgun, Minshew. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the pressure drives them backwards.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And that brings up fourth and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on third and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on fourth down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point. Every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. They're led out by the 7th-year pro, comeback player of the year contender last season in Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
Mayfield comes out throwing. He just throws this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. The give now to White. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Baker now from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Mayfield now from the gun. Completes this one to Otten. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it'll be Raider football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Madison. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. Minshew to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Minshew. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the gun, a run for Madison. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
1st and 10, Minshew. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Now Minshew. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Minshew. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's Madison. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That stop made by KJ Britt. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Minshew. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Minshew. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise-breaking concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Minshew setting up to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Quick on the draw to White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Trent Ugill out there again to punt this away. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Yaya Diaby brings him down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
From the 39. He gets this one to Myers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Madison. Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. It's the Raiders facing 2nd and 10. Minshew looking to throw. This one's caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and just 2 to go. Minshew working from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. 2nd and 1. That's a catch. Jalen McMillan. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Here's Baker to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw again. This one's taken in by Otten. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
2nd down, Mayfield to pass. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So now here's 3rd and 5. Baker throwing again. That's caught for the first. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner that breaks out. Obviously, the efficiency may not be there, but boy, touchdowns and big touchdowns can follow when the two stay connected.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, that's a very promising. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Out of the pistol, Minshew. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
So at halftime, the Raiders fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Bucky Irving now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Tampa Bay sending its offense out to begin the third quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
From the 32. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a toss to White. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. Completes this one to Otten. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Trenton Gill, the one to kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be their football. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That stop made by K.J. Britt. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Out of the gun, Minshew. He'll get this to Tucker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Going left side, Madison with it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. A give right side to White. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. From the shotgun, Minshew. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
He'll throw it. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Got his target, it's Otten. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. Down to the 10. And he's finally taken down at the 3. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Baker. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Starting from the 5. His return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. To the ground with Madison. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That stop made by K.J. Britt. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Minshew working from the gun. Complete here to Bowers. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. It is caught left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw, Minshew. This ball's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And it's a turnover, the defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Got a man, Palmer has it. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
White trying this straight ahead. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing off the play fake here. Has it downfield, working the left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. It's White on the give. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Trying again with White. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. An 8-yard gain on the ground, and that's going to bring up 3rd and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll run. It's White. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a 1-yard pickup there. Now a call to make on 4th and goal from the 1.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Abdullah now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders are back onto the field, led by Gardner Minshew. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. He gets this one to Myers. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Minshew setting up to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Minshew on 1st down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing here, Minshew. Cut near the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Madison. Scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Irving. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Baker now off to play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Up the middle, here goes White. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers with a little more work to do to win it here. Baker now from the gun. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted! Jack Jones has got it. And the Raiders are able to take the interception up to their own 35-yard line. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they need to get it to at least that 40-yard line to have a shot at the game winner. But there's enough time remaining to work it even closer if things go right. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Looking to throw it. That's low and bounces short of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw. He'll get this to Tucker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Now to throw. This is hauled in by Myers. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. They go with Madison here. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. So here's Daniel Carlson with the game in the balance. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.